All right, folks, we have returned, and it may not be October, but we're going to get slightly spooky this episode, and we're going to be covering a TV adaptation of one of my favorite indie horror comics in a long time. So I'm very excited for this one. So you'll get the perspective of two show-only people and one person who is a comic reader. Of course, we are covering Revival Season 1. But joining me as always, of course, I am your host, Jay, and I am joined by my two friends, Brian and Tony. Tony has stepped away for a second, but we at least have Brian with us right now. How you doing tonight, Brian?
I'm all right. Tired from work, but still hanging in there.
All right. Well, yeah. So, like I said, this is a pretty exciting episode. I have been looking forward to this for a while. Brian and I are huge Winona Earp fans. So, like, you know, we would watch anything with Melanie in it. Melanie is, of course, one of the lead actors in the show who plays Dana Cypress. So, like, you know, when Brian brought this to our attention via Trailer Talk, I was like, oh yeah, we definitely got to cover it. And I did watch the first couple episodes when they aired weekly. I just, you know, was like, well, if we're gonna cover it for the podcast, I'll just binge the rest of it later. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's definitely gonna be a good time. You know, we are changing to fall pretty soon, so like it is good to throw in a little spoopy here and there. Well, you know, we might be doing some back-to-back monster related stuff. Hint hint, wink wink, nudge nudge.
Oh yeah.
But before we get into the main discussion, of course, we got to start our episodes off as we always do by jumping right into the news with Brian. Take it away, Brian.
All right. So unfortunately, the streak had to end.
Oh no.
What? An in memoriam.
Yep. But it is only one, but it is a big figure in the nerd.
Oh no.
Space, a nerd legend.
I'm not ready for this.
Terrence Stamp.
That name sounds really familiar, but I'm not.
OG General Zod.
Oh shit! No! No! They got Zod. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
Who also, by the way, was Jor-El in Smallville.
Oh shit! That's crazy.
Wild.
The man has had a vast, varied career.
Yeah, no, but yeah, he's pretty huge within the Superman mythos. That's crazy.
He's also done a lot of voice acting for, like, he was the Prophet in Halo.
Oh wow.
And also, in the Elektra movie, he was Stick.
Oh, you know, hopefully he got that back.
Yeah, but he has been in a lot of movies, mostly dramas.
Rest in peace.
His most recent one was actually in 2021.
Oh wow. Only a couple years ago.
Yeah, he was in the Edgar Wright film Last Night in Soho.
Oh. Cool.
But yeah, great actor. Definitely will be missed.
For sure.
We don't know his cause of death, but he was 87. So
long life, well lived. Rest in peace.
Indeed. Now, moving on to the actual news. This is a smaller news story, but has a connection to Jay and I.
All right.
So a certain franchise that we used to cover both on our channels is getting readapted.
Oh.
Riverdale.
Again?
But not Riverdale.
Archie? The regular Archie?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. Archie.
You're good.
They are doing an Archie Comics movie.
A movie? Interesting.
Directed by none other than Phil Lord and Chris Miller.
Is it gonna be animated or is it live action?
We don't know.
Interesting.
They want to make it as...
Sorry, what were you saying?
No, that was background noise. You can ignore that.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was just my brother shooing the dog out.
But the only thing that we do know is that it is going to be written by none other than Tom King.
Tom King! Oh shit! Tom King loves Archie. He really loves Archie. That's gonna be awesome then. He actually did a special recently, like a out of continuity special where he actually got to choose who Archie got to be with.
It was called The Decision.
Yeah, The Decision. It was a big thing.
Yeah.
What was the decision?
Would you like to know? Would you like to know?
Tell me. I need to know.
Apparently Tom is a vanilla guy.
Betty?
Yep.
too damn vanilla for his own good, man.
Like look. I know people genuinely like Betty, and Betty's a nice, great girl. But I don't know, man. Veronica, dude. Veronica. I've always been a Veronica stan. Even before Riverdale, I was a Veronica stan. Cause I'm like, come on. She's got more. She's more aggressive. She's got more attitude. She stands up for herself. She's fucking rich. Hello.
That's only like one of the things that you could like about Veronica, among many.
She's also got my bitch with a heart of gold trope, which is like personal favorite.
But as far as the movie goes, like I said, we don't know like much about plot, if it's live action or animated yet so far. Although there is a rumor going around that the story will be based upon Archie the Married Life.
Ooh.
Which for those that don't know was a comic. It was a comic that did a split story where it told
different universes where he was married. One was married to Betty, one where he was married to Veronica. Yeah, I remember that.
And how each of these stories were just like very different because of the two lifestyle changes for characters, right?
Yep.
And
it would be funny if they went that decision, because Lily Reinhart, who was the actress who played Betty, was in a Netflix movie called Look Both Ways. Where the whole entire plot is showing like what would happen with this one girl with one big decision that split her life in two separate ways, and we got to see both.
Interesting. That is very interesting. I'm just glad Roberto has nothing to do with this one, and it's Tom King. No offense to Roberto. I think the first 3 seasons of Riverdale are great. The first 3 specifically.
Yeah, but
and then it goes.
Yeah.
I mean, but like to be fair though, I still enjoy seasons 4 and onward, but I enjoy it because it's like how fucking crazy this shit is. It goes off the goddamn rails, dude.
It goes the full CW, man.
No, Tony. They get superpowers. There's time travel. Cthulhu gets involved. Cthulhu.
Yes.
Cthulhu and Sabrina is it's the whole thing. They go off the fucking rails. I finished Riverdale just out of curiosity and morbid obligation.
They confirmed that Cheryl was an actual factual Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yep. Yeah. Like Cheryl went through a lot. She was just bitch who was in an implied incestuous relationship with her twin brother.
And then she went psycho at one point and said twin brother.
Then she became a lesbian and was actually in a very sweet relationship, which was great thumbnail bait. You always got good views if you included Choni in the thumbnail. But yeah, no, Riverdale was a whole era, man.
2 quote unquote bad girls who found something pure together.
Yep. And man, Vanessa Morgan was so good. She got hoed in that show, dude. She got hoed real bad.
Dude, she gets hoed in everything that she's in.
Yeah. My Babysitter the Vampire got cliffhangers like hell. I'm still upset. And that was over a decade ago.
Indeed. But that's the news. We'll have to wait and see if it's animated or live action or what the plot will be. But
I am excited.
With those 3 involved, I'm excited.
I'm very excited. Hell yeah. All right. So now we can transfer over to Screen Time. Screen Time is a segment of the podcast where the boys and I all discuss the various pieces of media we have been consuming in between podcast episodes. That can range from video games, music, TV shows we don't have time to cover or may cover later, movies we don't have time to cover or may cover later, and everything in between. So I'll go ahead and start us off. First things first, I do have something that I've been teasing the guys about that I said I wouldn't spoil until Screen Time. I'm going to save that for the end. But
continue the tea.
Exactly. First things first, I went with my cousin and I saw the movie Weapons that I've heard.
I too.
Nice. Yeah.
I haven't.
Well, I won't spoil it. We won't spoil it for you, Brian. But it's very good. It's very good, and also surprisingly really funny at parts.
Oh, absolutely. My sister, my baby sister, my mom, the girlfriend, and myself went to see it because for the folks at home who are seeing this episode, it has been another year, and I've grown a year older.
Yeah, Tony has reached his Jesus year. Everybody clap for Tony.
Yeah, thank you. 33. Jesus.
Listen, I'm gonna look. 23 is your Jordan year. 24 is your Kobe year. 33 is the Juice year. I don't make the rules. I just enforce.
Yeah, it checks out. But yeah, the whole plot of Weapons just from the trailer alone, like the plot.
Yeah, it's an entire classroom of kids gets up out of their beds at like 2 o'clock in the morning and they like just walk off.
Yeah, just from the trailer, you don't know what the plot is, and you're kind of thinking to yourself, well, "What's going on? What's happening? What are these images?"
And it's a lot of crazy shit, bro. It's a lot of crazy shit.
And what does Silver Surfer and Thanos have to do with it?
That's plot. But Thanos is basically.
No, that's what I was saying. I was continuing what you were doing.
So I will say Thanos is just a sheriff. He's the sheriff, or he's a cop that's involved in the investigation.
Yep, and Silver Surfer is the teacher of the class.
I thought he was a cop. He wasn't a cop.
No, he was.
He was
the construction guy.
He was just a construction guy.
Silver Surfer.
Oh, Silver Surfer's the cop. Okay, I got confused there.
And she's the teacher.
Cause I got really confused because he was all up in this investigation. So I thought he was a cop.
Oh no. So I will try to say this. So what happened with the kids? One of the kids in Julia Gardner's character's class was one of his kids.
Yeah. Okay. That's why he was so involved. Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
And Julia Gardner is
the Silver Surfer actress. Yes.
Yeah. Who's the teacher of this?
Yeah. She's the teacher of the classroom of where all the kids went poof.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's directed by from one of the guys from The Whitest Kids You Know, which is insane.
Yeah, and like there's a twist that kind of comes out of nowhere that like left me really confused, and I was like, all right, but like where did this lady come from? How did this even happen? Like, but apparently they're gonna come out with a prequel to explain.
Yeah. But
like, no, I know you've seen it. I need to talk to you about it because I am very confused. This movie left me shook. I was like, the fuck is happening?
I will say this to you, Jay. It's primarily on purpose to be
okay.
Just
I mean, I figured it's supposed to be disorienting, but like, yeah, I felt very disoriented.
So the way that the film is structured, it tells the story through different character perspectives, and it was originally written when the director lost one of his best friends who helped him help create The Whitest Kids You Know. Because that's their production company, right? Yep. Yeah, he died in an alcohol-related incident back in 2021.
Oh.
So he wrote this story. He wrote the script for Weapons in Greek, and this was a way for him to process grief.
Interesting. Okay, that starts to make a lot more sense.
And there's a lot of intrinsic themes in the show that are kind of dedicated to
grief and processing it and loss. Yeah, that makes it.
But also addiction.
Oh yeah, you know that. Now that you mention it, that does check out.
Yeah, it's a lot of trauma, a lot of craziness. I'll say that much, just to keep it vague.
It is a lot of craziness. Like.
Yeah, and the performances in this film, because not only do you get like Gardner, you get Brolin, you also get Benedict Wong in this.
Yeah, Benedict Wong was awesome. I did not expect him to be in there.
You know who was also in this movie? Someone who worked with the director in Barbarian.
Oh,
you didn't realize who else was in the movie?
No, I did not.
Like one of the dads that popped in when Brolin's character Archer was trying to figure out what was going on in his character segment. One of the dads is a prolific actor and starred in Barbarian, Jay.
Oh shit, now that you meant that was him?
Yeah.
Oh fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah, so in Barbarian, you know, the skeezy movie star?
Yeah. Fuck, now yeah.
You didn't realize it was him?
No, I didn't. I was too I was too locked in, man. I was too locked in.
Wait,
but I saw that motherfucker was there. Yeah, but so I'm going to do something real quick here. So for the folks home, you're not going to see this, but I'm going to send Jay a message real quick as my hands can type. You know.
All good. But yeah, that's interesting. Yeah.
If it's anything like Barbarian, excited to see it.
I figured it was him.
Yeah,
I've seen
it's
Barbarian.
Weapon is totally worth the hype, dude. Like I went to see it because of the hype. I saw it because of the hype, and I was like, oh yeah, this is good. This is good shit.
Yeah, my baby sister wanted to. I say baby sister. She's 19, but she is definitely the baby of the family.
I don't give a fuck. I still refer to my baby brother as my baby brother. He's 23.
Yeah, but she saw like clips of the movie from TikTok and decided to go see it. So that's how we all saw it.
Nice.
We were late to the screening of it because said baby sister has sleeping problems.
Gotcha. But yeah,
overall, it's like one of the best horror movies, if not the best horror movie of this year.
And definitely the best horror movie of this year. I mean, like, you know, I haven't seen that many horror movies this year personally, so like, you know, it's easy to top that list for me. So as a disclaimer, but yeah, definitely the best of this year for me as well. Other stuff for me, Chance the Rapper has come out with a new album called Starline, and it is very, very good. I know people shit on Chance because his I Love My Wife, the Big Day album, was complete ass. Sorry, Chance, it just really was. No one was feeling it. But this album is great. It's a very much a return to form. You can definitely see a lot of the growth because it's been about 6 years since since the last album, and he's been through a lot in his life. You know, went through a divorce, he's now co-parenting, doing all this stuff. And there's also a lot of very much kind of like the pro-black, left-leaning kind of politics in there, but you know, he comes from a family who worked very closely with Barack Obama during his senatorial days, so makes a lot of sense. Really good album. Music is great. Really solid features. It feels like Chance is really like back in the swing of things. A lot of people, like when Chance the Rapper first came out, like really hyped him up to be like the next guy up, and it really was looking like that. But then the Big Day album came out, and it just kind of like ruined all his momentum. But I feel like this is what people wanted from Chance, and as a fan of Chance the Rapper, I'm very, very glad to hear this album. I thought it was really good, so I wanted to give that a shout out in terms of music. Now, let me talk about like the deepest rabbit hole that I've been down for the past week or so. So I told myself like a year ago that I would give up gacha. It lasted about a year. Well, I'm not now. Granted, I'm playing a gacha game, but I'm not spending any money in this whatsoever. But
that's what you said last time.
No, but this time I'm actually playing casually. Like I'm not like, you know, well, I'm playing casually, but like I don't need to spend in this because of how the loop is set up, for real. I can, because like how this game works, you really aren't that dependent on rolling for new characters. You just need to roll for new cards, and the cards don't come out as often, so I can actually just save up. So like it makes it much easier to not spend money. But what is this gacha game, you may ask viewers? Well, it is the gacha game that has taken the world by storm over the past month or so. I am, of course, referring to one Uma Musume Pretty Derby, aka the horse game. But I will say, just to like swipe my hipster card here, me and Tony were singing this anime's praises in 2018.
Yeah, before it was cool.
Before the game even came out. I'm just saying. So I was a fan of this franchise. One, because the horse girls are cute, obviously. Two, the songs are bangers. Three, the world building of this world is super interesting. It has a lot of depth to it as well. Like, I'm a big fan of alternate history type stuff, and the biggest thing that's so interesting about this world is that regular horses do not exist. So like, you know, every instance where a horse was used was actually an Uma Musume. So like they have like, and in this world they have famous paintings like you know, Washington's crossing the Delaware with a horse girl. Napoleon on a horse girl.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
It's a whole it's really fucking interesting, and like the world is built around them. It's really cool. But the thing that got me really interested in Uma Musume in general is like the actual history of the horses themselves, because like for those of you who don't know anything about the game, the horses are actually based on real life Japanese racehorses, and some of these horses have such interesting stories. I'm only gonna highlight two. There are a million great stories for these like real life horses, but there are two that I want to highlight that are like on two opposite ends of the spectrum, as it were. And the first one I want to highlight is Haru Urara. So Haru Urara, the interesting thing about her is Haru Urara has the worst record in Japanese horse racing history. She raced in 113 races and did not win a single one.
Oof.
But she did not give up. This horse had gumption. This horse had determination. And she was like, you know, a journalist reported on this because it's like, that's insane. The horse didn't give up. It's still going after like, you know, 87 losses. Let me report on this. And so after that, she became so popular that she was able, that like, thanks to merch and people like coming to her races and, you know, just rooting for her, like she was able to get her home track out of debt. She was able to like, you know, help, you know, her trainers and stuff live very comfortably. And, you know, it's very, very sweet and wholesome. And Haru Urara in the game is very much like that as well. She's, you know, plucky little pink-haired short horse who just is not a very good racer, but damn it, does she have heart and she tries her best, and you root for that little one so much. She's so cute, and you're just like, you got this, Haru. You can do it. I believe in you. Trainer-san believes in you. And yeah, so I love Haru. She is retired, and she actually won her first race ever in retirement. Like this was years ago, but it happened. So she did finally get a victory post retirement. The other,
I know about the whole. I was just gonna say, I know about the whole like how you can like train the horses and like make them better. So I heard one guy who's on a saga trying to make Haru better.
Everybody wants to make Haru better. Like, look,
make her a 5-star.
Everybody wants to make Haru into her best self. This is Haru's redemption arc, and that's what people are rooting for. That's the thing, right? You get really invested in these girls, man. Like, cause you know, the game itself. If you've played any sports games, it's like, you know, it literally does the career mode in any sports game, and if you've ever played any of those, you get really invested in your players. And in this case, you get really invested in your horse, and you really want your horses to get through. But RNG really can kick you in the teeth with them just having bad moods and just not wanting to train. And Lord help you if you want to train this next horse that I want to talk about. So this next horse I want to talk about is a legend. Is a legend in the Japanese racehorsing world. And fun fact, this is one of the many gender bent horses in the game because they obviously all the horses are female in the game, but you know, in real life some of them are actually male. And the horse I want to talk about is, of course, Goldship, or Goldshi, as the fandom refers to her as. And Goldship is a Giga Chad ass horse. So Goldship is responsible for something in Japanese racehorsing history known as the 10 billion yen incident. So Goldship is like a monster racehorse. Like it has, you know, he had a crazy win record. He was like #1 contender. So like the prize pool collectively bet on Goldship for this one huge race was 10 billion yen. Goldship is chaos personified and the biggest troll known to man, both in the anime and in real life. So when this big race happened, do you know what happened? Goldship refused to race. He did not get out of the starting gate, and people lost collectively 10 billion yen. And yeah, one horse costs all these Japanese people collectively 10 billion yen. And like one of the other funny fun facts about Goldship is Goldship is retired. He's still alive. But Goldship has been running in his retirement, and they've done tests and they've shown he's running faster in retirement than he ever did in his entire career as a racehorse, which means this entire time that he was dominating in his career, he was holding back. That is nuts. The biggest fun fact about Goldship that solidifies his Giga Chad status is that Goldship is one hell of a breeding horse. He has a 99.1% success rate in terms of breeding, and apparently Goldship treats the mares and fillies so well that after a breeding session with Goldship, the mares refuse to mate with anyone besides Goldship.
My God.
Damn.
Goldship is just that guy, bro. And Goldship is her in the game as well. But just like in real life, Goldship is a moody bitch. So she is a problem child, and like it's fun content. Just like, God damn damn it, Goldship, just listen to me, motherfucker, please. We need to win. Why don't you want to do anything besides train? Dude, no, we do not want to go to the hot spring. We can go to the hot spring later. Let's go. You have a race, stupid horse.
But during the stream that you first started playing, Jay, do you want to regale these people?
Oh yeah. Go ahead. You were here, so I'll let you tell this tale.
Okay, so Jay said, "Hey, bro, do you want to join me in streaming Uma Musume?" And I'm like, "Okay." So we were just training up this one horse.
Yep, Oguri Cap, one of my favorite horses from the anime. Oguri Cap.
Cap here, this wholesome horse, got herself lost and tried to do something nice for the trader. I looked at this horse, looked at Jay across the internet, looked at the horse. I said, "Is this you?"
Yeah. Oh man, and also like her other quirk is that she's a bottomless pit. I love Cap. Cap is great. And dude, the actual races, Brian, I'm sure you've seen clips or something, but like the actual races are so intense. Me and Tony felt like we were at an actual racetrack, just cheering on our horse.
Like, come on, Cap.
Cause and things can get crazy because your alt can trigger and shit, and so like the momentum can shift at any time. It is intense. Like I was yelling at my monitor. Like I was like, "Come on, you can do it!" These horses just have such fun personalities. It's a good game, and like I said, it's very free to play friendly. They give you so much currency that I'm like, oh yeah, this is not like FGO. They're not stingy. I can chill and just raise the horses I already. Because the thing is, right? They give you a lot of horses to start, and you're really gonna focus on trading those horses up. So you don't really worry about constantly rolling for new characters unless there's a horse that you like. So like that's how I can avoid spending money. Because like FGO, I couldn't avoid spending money because it's like, oh, there's a new Greek mythology servant. Oh, there goes $200.
And then, or in my case, oh, hi Draco.
Yep.
Can I get you? No. Oh.
Although don't worry, there's those people like, man, Jay, you abandoned FGO. I will be back for Summer Urashiki Gold because my prayers were finally answered. I have to return for that. I can't. Yeah. I can't not.
Even though she is technically a servant version of herself,
it still counts. So I will make my triumphant return for that and probably spend a fuck ton of money. But we'll burn that bridge and that money when we get there. But yeah. So that's Uma Musume Pretty Derby. All right. So I've done enough build up and preamble.
Okay. Tell us what else you can see.
Yeah.
That you've been just edging us from.
Yeah. So before the pod, I was like, I found a show we could cover for our first show of October, and I really like it. We definitely need to cover this. And this show is a show that's on Hulu. That is being showrun and written by one of my personal favorite showrunners, who's been behind some shows that I love, which include Fargo and Legion and many others, and that is of course Noah Hawley. The show I am referring to is Alien Earth.
Oh yeah.
I've
heard about that.
It's great. So Alien Earth, for those of you who don't know, is a series that takes place in the Alien universe. That is like, I don't know if it is, I don't know where in the timeline it takes place. I believe it is after Aliens. Oh no, it's not after Aliens, because like it's early in the timeline, but it's post Prometheus. But the thing that I like about what I like to say about this show, because I have a weird history with the Alien franchise, because I love Alien and Aliens, and I like the video games, and I like the comic books, but I hate all the other Alien stuff. Prometheus is just a movie about Jesus. If you really think about it, Prometheus is just a movie about Jesus in space. I think Romulus was a really good looking movie, but I did not like Romulus. I don't like any of the extra movie shit that's come out for Alien. And Noah Hawley clearly hates Prometheus as well, because it's just like, by the way, only things that count.
I did Google it. It takes place in the year 2120, placing it 2 years before the events of the original 1979 Alien.
Okay, so it takes place before Alien. Okay, that makes sense. So then this makes my comparison even more apt. So what I feel like, and I've heard this before, so I can't take credit for coining this term, but like I feel like Alien Earth is the Andor of the Alien franchise.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is Star Wars has been shit for the last like 5-6 years overall. Now there have been some gems in there, don't get me wrong, but overall Star Wars has been shit. But Andor was gas. That shit was chef's kiss. And I've only seen the first 3 episodes because that's all that's out right now. But man, Alien Earth is so interesting. And also, if you guys did not know this, Blade Runner also takes place in the same universe as Alien. And there's actually some Blade Runner references in here as well. They reference that the Tyrell Corporation has fell apart by this point in time, and which is why Weyland Yutani starts to get into robotics, just to spite Tyrell, because Tyrell and Weyland were apparently like rivals and shit.
Well,
it's really cool. The effects and the tech are really interesting because like it's 70s tech, but in a futuristic lens, if that makes any sense. Kind of like the Fantastic Four, how it was like high tech, but also still had a 1960s kind of thing.
Retrofuturism.
Yeah, but like 70s instead of 60s. Yeah.
All right. And it actually has a Star Wars actor in it.
Oh, does it?
Timothy Oliphant.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. He was in Mando. I forgot Oliphant was in Mando.
Yeah. Also, the lead chick, you hadn't seen anything that she's in, but you know her dad.
Oh?
Kyle Chandler, aka Hal Jordan.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
The DCE.
That's crazy. Oh, I think it's the DCU now, right? Like DCEU was.
I know. That's why I stopped myself.
Yeah, but yeah.
And
DCEU is the code name for the Batfleck universe.
Yep, but yeah. So Alien Earth is really cool. So far it's like it's this really interesting thing about like just cyborgs and these interesting like experiments with like, I don't want to give too much about the plot, but it's really cool. The tech is awesome, really well acted. I think it's a great show. You know, we all love sci-fi here, so I think Alien Earth is totally worth adding to the list.
I'm down.
And it's
absolutely.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be only 8 episodes. So they said it's gonna be the finale airs on September 28th. So it'll be it. You know, since we were in agreement, you heard it here first. Unless an audible comes up, it'll be our first show of October. The last things I want to talk about is I'm still keeping up with Don to Don and My Dress Up Darling, and those continue to be great. And hopefully we'll get to cover those as well. So yeah. That's me. Go ahead, Brian. What have you pieces of media have you been consuming in between podcast episodes?
Well, not much, honestly. I have been continuing to re-listen to campaign 2 of Critical Role, because that's like a good chunk of the day for listening at work when you need something to listen to. And it's really interesting to go back, watch the beginnings. I didn't get to talk about it last time because I had so much stuff that I was just like trying to shotgun it. But I really like how Matt handles the beginnings of things, because one thing in particular that he really likes doing is, granted they'll have like a session 0 where they like make the characters and all that, but he'll also split them up into teams of 2 or 3 and have them do like a pre-campaign little adventure, so that going into session 1 you already have like small little relationships already built up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and I thought that was interesting. They said that they're going to be going into like those little adventures and like exploring that for the Mighty Nine animated.
Nice. I mean, that's definitely a good thing about like changes in media. Where you can explore stuff that you didn't have time for in like a long form podcast.
Also, another thing that I like that he does that's somewhat unique is, and I know it's harder to do at a home game, especially if you're playing like at a game store. But what he'll do is like if one single character wants to go off on like a little adventure, he'll have the rest of the players leave the table and just do like a one-on-one little thing with that one player, and it will be up to them of how much they share with the rest of the table.
Oh, cool.
He also, like, for one or two characters, like, explores their dreams for plot reasons that I won't explain, but I think Tony knows what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
And for that one, he'll, like, have the rest of the players leave the table and just do a one-on-one with them, which is interesting. But yeah, I'm really liking it so far. They're still getting their feet wet. I think I'm only like 3-4 episodes in. But it's really cool to see how it all began. Also, I talked about it last week, how Dirty Laundry is back. I listened to another episode of that. This one was the Team Starkid edition.
Oh, nice.
For those
that's Darren Kress's. Well, Darren Kress isn't in it anymore, but he was part of it. He was a founding member. They did Harry Potter. They did A Very Musical Potter. They did Holy Musical Batman.
Yeah.
They did
Also,
Twisted.
One of the current Smosh cast members, Angela, is a part of the Team Starkid too.
Nice. Yeah,
she wasn't in this.
I love all their stuff. My favorite is, of course, Holy Musical Batman. If you've never seen Holy Musical Batman, you should watch it. It's hilarious.
Oh yeah. Well, some of the ones that came up for this one, for the secrets, was who got drunk on the first date, who got blackout drunk on the first date, who got told off by George Lopez.
Interesting. What? That's a fun story. I want to know more about that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, what exactly did they do to piss off this man?
Quote tweeted.
Quote tweeted. I mean, look, being yelled at over like Twitter or X.
Was he yelled? Was the person yelled at over the internet or yelled at in person?
Told off on the internet.
Not fun. Not as well as drama filled.
I was hoping it was an in-person thing. Dang.
Yeah. That's
but I think
fun.
I think you'll get a kick out of this.
Okay.
Last one. Who hooked up with someone they met on a plane?
Oh, nice. I would never do that because those plane bathrooms are way too tiny.
No.
Oh, they met on a plane and hooked up later. Okay, that makes more sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that one is a weird story.
How weird
said that it was an older lady, and it didn't go too far because she was sharing a bed with her best friend who was not part of the activities.
Oh no.
Dang, that's rough.
And lastly, I want to mention a little bit of music myself. I started listening to Fletcher's new album, which that's a singer that I've talked about before. Her second album has been on my top of the year back when
I'm not gonna lie. When you first said the name, I immediately thought of our homie, and I was like, wait, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's different. She got a big name for herself for being like big in the like lesbian sphere.
Okay.
Like one of her more popular songs is called Girls, Girls, Girls. But the song that I first heard about her from is Becky So Hot, where it's about her talking about how her ex is now with a new girl and she wants to be mad at her, but damn, she's also hot.
Oh, been there.
So it's like...
Been there.
Like, damn.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
Also,
I'm impressed with that level of game. Like, what the hell?
No, when it happens, you're like, you want to be mad, but you're like, oh shit, that's a oh shit, fuck.
Yeah, and
you can't be mad.
And the lead single from her last album was called "Eras of Us," where it was like, I miss the Eras of Us, and the reason why it was called that was because they met on the Eras tour.
Oh.
But in this one, it's called Would the World Still Love Me If They Really Knew Me? And it gets more like introspective, like, because she's in a phase of her life where mourning the old version of herself and like learning to love the new version.
Oh, I'm definitely not mourning the old version of myself. The old version of myself was a piece of shit.
Well, she also tackles a bit of that. In one of her songs, she said that she was a whore because she loved the attention.
Same.
But yeah, it's a lot of complex stuff. Like one of them is called boy, and it's a slower song about the fact of holy shit, I've been saying all my life that I'm a lesbian, and I've gotten like really popular in the lesbian sphere,
But you're actually bisexual?
and a lot of people look up to me, but holy crap, there's this boy that I actually like. What the fuck does that mean? And
I see.
Will my audience completely hate me now that I actually like a boy because gotten so popular in the lesbian sphere? But it's a very introspective album that I'm really liking so far. It's if you're wondering the like type of music, it's like indie pop.
Gotcha. Like alternative?
Kind of.
Okay. Ooh.
But that's basically it for me.
All right, Tony. Try not to get lost the sauce this time. But it's your turn.
Well, I'm only gonna talk about like something really quick. Thanks to most.
Was weapons. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
A bunch of videos just digging into the themes, which I highly suggest you do as well, Jay.
Oh yeah.
It's actually rather cool.
Oh yeah. I you know what? Now that you mentioned it, I'm definitely gonna look into more of those because like I thought it was awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, but one thing I mentioned to Jay, and I'm going to mention it here because it took up a lot of my screen time. I found a vanilla, well, I say vanilla, it's an unmodded CK3 playthrough that is a Viking saga, much akin to the real ones here in our history.
Yeah, that sounds really dope.
Yeah, so basic premise, this one channel, I think is called Straw Story, created an entire narrative because he has a lot of videos on TK3, a Game of Thrones mod videos, like he did one holding company.
Oh, nice.
But the whole point of this story is in this timeline, instead of invading because the actual timeline of expanding into Normandy and all that stuff, that doesn't happen.
Okay.
These Vikings, instead of going into France and founding Normandy, that way they go to Iberia.
Oh, interesting.
And they basically settle in the northernmost part of the peninsula, with like the kingdoms of Castile, Leon, all those places.
Yep.
Viking strongholds. And we focus on then 19-year-old when he landed in Iberia, Ivar Twistfoot.
Ivar Twistfoot, the son of Ragnar Lothbrok? Nice.
No. He's not related to Ragnar, no. He's the bastard son of somebody who was made a jarl or a count to Harold Fairhair, which he became the king of Castile, which is technically Castile, because the Spanish king that lived in that time period, he died in battle. So Ivar, who became an adventurer because he's the bastard son of a jarl or a count, he doesn't get any lands. So his brother took the lands. Ivar became an adventurer. So he took in the prince of the former king that died in battle against the Vikings. And Ivar traveled from Iberia to near India in his lifetime. So from when he was 19 years old to about when he's about in his 40s, traveled around the known world. Got married to a woman before, a Spanish woman before starting the journey. His many sons, one son, Enoch, became a priest, and he was able to just go on this massive journey. He's been to Constantinople, he's been to Jerusalem, he's been to all these places. He went to Delhi, folks. He went to Delhi in his lifetime. And as soon as he came back to Iberia and asked the king, well, the new king, the son of Harold Fairhair, for lands, as soon as he came back from his travels after his wife died because she fell off a cliff.
Oh, dang. That's rough.
Oh, yeah. This story gets crazy. I highly recommend that you check this out, Jay. And as soon as he comes back, betrayal happens. This is what the roleplay basically says, because in gameplay, this Greek woman that Ivar was trying to marry, because he was rich, he came back to Iberia, built a salon, which it's where a lot of poets gather and actually make art. So Ivar was making money. He was friends with the Pope. It was crazy. The king was so jealous of Ivar's popularity, he basically stripped him of his titles and forced him to basically be just a regular Joe again. All because one 20-something-year-old king got mad jealous of the success of an old wise man.
Oh, dang.
And Ivar got so pissed, he broke out of prison thanks to one of his sons, his more warrior-inclined son. A lot of his daughters became warriors too, which is hilarious.
Nice.
They go back to Italy. They work with the Pope, the Venetians, and the war that Ivar took in after all those years, O'Donoghue, the heir, they formed a plan to basically take Castile back from the Viking king, and they succeeded.
Oh, nice.
And Ivar lived his life out. I haven't finished the epilogue to this story, but the next character is going to be Ivar's warrior son.
Oh, cool.
So this is going to be a continuous story of this family tree of interesting individuals, because Ivar's second son became a Varangian guard, which is basically hired Vikings that the Byzantine Empire used to use as soldiers.
Oh, yeah.
And these folks, once they're conscribed to be Varangian guard, they cannot leave that post under harsh penalty of death. But in order to save his father, the son, he has a Norse name that it's hard for me to pronounce if I'm not listening to it.
Understandable.
He and a few Varangian guard came back to help break his father out of prison. So they can't go back to Constantinople at all unless they want to die. But this story was insane.
Sounds like it.
But I highly recommend you check out. So Ivar's whole story is called the Tale of the Skald.
Okay.
And that's pretty much it for me.
All right. So next up is our segment, which is, of course, Trailer Talk. Trailer Talk is a segment of the podcast where our boy Brian has gathered together six brand new trailers, as of the recording of the podcast at least. And this is where you guys will take the time to, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the like button, as well as a notification bell so you don't miss any brand new episodes of the podcast or any of the other various forms of content we have coming up, like my comic chaser episodes, me and Tony's occasional anime reviews, so on and so forth. But you can take this time to pause the video, go down in the description below, and click the link to the playlist that Brian has provided for you guys. And then once you come back, we will have watched all the trailers and give you guys our fresh reactions to said trailers. But until then, please enjoy this word from our non-existent sponsors. And we're back. Okay, yeah, really good trailer, and yeah, nice surprise, because apparently Brian had no idea this trailer was released. I want to just go ahead and start off with that one, because it's the one I'm the most hyped about. Wolf King, which was like one of the sleeper surprises for us. We just checked it out on a whim because it looked kind of cool, and then we got really into it.
Trailer, and we did it in Trailer Talk.
Yeah, and we did a whole episode on it, the first season.
What is this?
Yep.
So I had to Google and found out that it is a YA book series.
Yep.
So we were like, we'll give it a try, and then we watched it.
And it was great.
Yep.
And we were like, oh, that's a fucking cliffhanger. They better get a season 2.
Yeah, and I do remember that particular discussion that we had on this series. I gave it a little bit of more criticism than normal.
Yeah.
Because I just wanted to improve.
Because it kind of followed your standard shonen tropes.
Yeah, definitely it did.
And but I get it. It's the first season. You gotta establish it. And again, this is a YA book series, so typically with those, it starts off very simple and childish, and then progresses. Think of stuff like Harry Potter, Percy Jackson.
I agree with that 100%. I was just like, I'm interested in the lore of the world, and I would like a better definition, like how things kind of work.
Mm-hmm. But man, they turned up in this trailer.
They absolutely did.
They were like, that shit was going crazy, and I still hate the prince. The prince is the fucking worst.
Mm-hmm. The weak lion boy.
Yep, Lucas.
Yeah, he's trying to turn this love triangle into a not square,
or rhombus.
Rhombus.
But he's not having any of it.
Yeah. Personally,
the triangle is going hard.
I'm still rooting for Gretchen, damn it.
Yeah. Although the trailer seems to be...
Yeah, the trailer hints at the other girl, which, she's not bad. I like her too, but I don't know. Gretchen grew on me.
I still want my gay ship to happen though.
Oh, with the best friend.
Yeah, I still want them to happen. Damn it.
By the way, looks like the Wolf King is not the only one leveling up.
Right?
Oh yeah.
Man, we got a lot of good animation in this batch. So fucking Splinter Cell, which I know Hitman got a movie. Did Splinter Cell ever get a live action movie? I know Hitman they tried a live action movie for.
I don't think they ever did it.
But I'm glad because animation, it looks pretty fucking sick, and it does have a very John Wick type vibe, which makes sense given like who's behind it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Who wrote
the John Wick series. Yeah, makes sense. I think, and of course, and Clancy is very particular on who adapts his stuff, so like.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
And Liev Schreiber as this old man Sam Fisher is crazy.
Oh, I think it fits really well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
Also, that one scene where that sniper was pointing at Sam's hand with the gun, and Sam was like, "I see you, motherfucker."
That's one of my favorite scenes in Splinter Cell. Just like, you gotta aim higher. I'm just like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm. And if you know the Splinter Cell lore, Grimm, she's in it as well.
Oh, nice.
And she's voiced by Janet Varney.
Oh, Cora. Cool.
Yep.
I've interviewed her before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When my Avatar was the first thing that blew my channel up. So I think it was with Kat. I did it, but it might have been with Kat, or I might have done it. It might have been a solo. But I know I've interviewed her before. She's really nice, very nice.
Nice. Nice to hear. Also featured in the cast is our girl Death of the Endless.
Oh, nice. The Death's actress, cool.
Yeah, and also, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the same anime company
that did Lara Croft.
Lara Croft.
Nice, yeah, because I know people hated on it, and we didn't get to cover it because I think something came up in the schedule. But I really like that Lara Croft animated series that we watched.
What we saw of it,
yeah,
I liked.
yeah. I mean, we didn't finish the whole thing, but I liked it.
And this seems cool.
This looks better. I will say this definitely looks better. Not to say that the Lara Croft one is bad, but this looks better. Like, it looks more like fast paced. I think the problem I did have with the first couple episodes of the Lara Croft one is it dragged a bit.
Yeah, but some shows you can kind of tell where things tend to drag.
But I'm looking forward to this. So like that's definitely gonna be on the radar for sure.
Weird that it's coming out in October, but
yeah. Oh, we didn't even talk about it. Wolf King comes out September 11th, so it's pretty fucking close.
And you can expect that we'll do an episode about it.
But I mean, I guess it makes sense because they would probably have, considering that this is like a claymation 3D hybrid kind of thing, they probably have to film these back to back or start production back to back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah.
Is there
save Batman for last, or?
Yeah, let's save Batman for last. We'll save Batman for last.
All right. Well, jumping into like this serious live action, we had a movie coming called Anniversary.
That looks messy as shit. It's a lot of family drama.
In the best way.
Yeah, but not in. And it's like a lot of interesting drama with it. What looks to be affluent rich people, but it's not in a like White Lotus way where it's like I don't give a fuck. I actually am kind of curious.
Yeah. Stacked cast.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which Jay, if you didn't recognize the lead, she was Martha in Dickens.
Oh shit! Nice.
Oh wait, no, that was a different Dickinson. My bad.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Haley Steinfeld one that we watched.
I thought it was, but no, this is Dickinsonian.
Huh.
A BBC Three show. Oh well.
Okay.
Anyway,
never mind.
Anyway, she's mostly known for Bridgerton.
Oh, never. I could never get into Bridgerton.
Yeah,
so.
but anyway, she looks good here, and boy, does this messy.
Oh yeah.
Guy brings home girl to meet the parents on their anniversary, and apparently she has a connection to the mom.
Yep, was like a former student or something from what I saw, right? And she had like some kind of like crazy like manifesto type deal, or like they showed something like with like a paper, or like she had like, and the mom mentioned she had like a crazy ideology or something like that.
Yeah, but the funny thing is every time the mom I'm sorry if me being involved is causing chaos in your relationship. Slap.
Right? It was like some telenovela type shit.
Yeah,
but with white people.
I almost wonder if this is gonna be similar to I wonder if it's gonna be revealed that there might have been some professor or student.
That's what I was thinking too, Brian. I was like, they might have been doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the guy, and it's the guy's mom too. It's like, oh, dude, no.
If I can't have you, I'll have your
son. Yeah, like either way, I'll be close. That's some fucking 4D chess shit.
Yeah.
Mad respect, honestly. That's dedication.
right there.
That's dedication to pettiness. You
No.
won't leave your husband? Well, I'm gonna be part of your family no matter what. Yeah. No, that's what I was thinking too, Ryan. I'm like, oh, that's why I was like, okay, I kind of want to know. I never support outside of Persona 5. I never support teacher-student relations, but I'm curious.
Yeah.
I'm definitely curious.
And then the other movie that we saw.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jay was kind of a little busy.
Yeah, I was preoccupied, but you guys can talk about this one because I didn't really watch that trailer.
Ballad of a Small Player.
Yeah, Colin Farrell gambling, screaming, and had his balls threatened.
Yeah, because this was more of a tone vibe trailer.
And it looks
We'll go
like
into the...
it looks like it takes place in Bangkok. It has to be.
Yeah. The setting did look like Thailand just from the glimpses I saw.
Macau.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So closer to China.
This is the official plot. Lord Doyle is laying low in Macau, spending his days and nights on the casino floors, drinking heavily and gambling what little money he has left. Struggling to keep up with his fast-rising debts, he is offered a lifeline by the mysterious Yao Ming, a casino employee with secrets of her own. However, in hot pursuit is Cynthia Blythe, a private investigator, ready to confront Doyle with what he is running from. As Doyle tries to climb to salvation, the confines of reality start to close in.
Oh shit.
And because I don't even think she's in the trailer, but the private eye is Tilda Swinton.
Oh shit, the ancient one herself.
Yeah,
that's crazy. I mean,
that's gonna be
fucking. The Penguin showed us that Colin Farrell is one hell of an actor. So like, I might just check it out on the merits of Colin Farrell alone.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep. And it's gonna be one of these movies where Netflix is making it, but they're
putting it in theaters,
doing the play it in theaters and then wait a bit and then release it.
That makes sense. So they can be in contention for Oscar stuff.
Yeah, it looks like on Netflix it will release on the 19th of September.
Okay.
And it's directed by guy that did All Quiet on the Western Front.
Oh, that was a good one.
And the recent critic darling Conclave.
I've heard of it, never seen Conclave.
Yeah, same. So that'll be interesting. But,
oh yeah.
The last one for live action, I'm really excited for.
Oh yeah, that looks
Black
intense.
Rabbit.
It looked intense.
Yep.
You want Jason Bateman working together as brothers to basically make money enough to pay off one brother's debt. A deaf mob boss.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it's because Jason Bateman is involved, but like I got like Ozark vibes.
Kinda, but also I like that they're switching things up. That Jason Bateman is the fuck up and not the straight man.
Yep.
Yeah. Which I think.
He was the straight man in Ozark. He was a straight man in Ozark and then got slowly corrupted over time. Which if you haven't seen the Ozarks, like that's a gem on Netflix right there. Ozark was great.
I've heard good things. But it looks like the straight man that gets corrupted is Jude Law.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, always good between those two.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be a TV miniseries.
Nice. And that's Netflix too, right? Yeah.
Yeah. But also in it is a throwback for the podcast. I don't...
Tony wasn't there.
Yeah. Oh, Lovecraft Country. The Christina. The
oh.
chick.
The one that was like the white girl that was like tracking them down that had like the connection to like the Lovecraftian horrors.
I think so.
Right? The one that was driving the car. The one that was driving the car, right?
I believe so. She's also in this.
Oh, nice. Oh man.
Yeah,
I wish you were around when we had covered Lovecraft Country, Tony. You would have loved Lovecraft Country. It was a great show.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, unfortunately, it didn't get renewed, and the actor who played the dad passed away. Michael K. Williams
that was the biggest thing.
Yeah,
that was the biggest reason why it didn't get renewed was because
Michael K. Williams who played the dad,
and he was such a key player.
Yeah, he was a part of the main cast, so it would have been hard to move forward. But also Journey Smollett was in it, not to be confused with her sussy brother Jesse.
Mm-hmm.
She was Black Canary in the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey. She was in it. She was great.
And
obviously,
there
of
was
course,
yet again-
whatchamacallit, why am I blanking on his name right now? Jonathan Majors. I was like,
yeah. And once again, another character named Hippolyta,
yeah.
who was an utter badass.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Tick's mom was named Hippolyta. That's right. She was great.
But anyway, Black Rabbit looks to be cool and interesting, and I like the fact that it is a miniseries, which means they're not going to try to string you along.
Yeah.
Because that is one thing that I heard about Ozarks is...
Yeah, Ozark does.
It went on for too long.
Ozark did drag. I will say Ozark did drag. It's a great show, but it does kind of spin its wheels at a time for a time.
But it's also coming out in September, so it looks like September is going to be a busy month.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Not as busy as July was. For
Oh
us on
no!
the
I don't think anything this year is gonna beat July in terms of output and production for the podcast.
Oh
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, last but certainly not least, because we always save the video games for last.
It's Batman.
Yep.
Lego Batman
Legacy of the Dark Knight. It looks awesome. Lego Batman games are always great, but this one looks very much influenced by the Arkham combat. It has the Arkham gadget. It also has elements of the different movies. They fucking reference the Michael Keaton, Let's Get Nuts. They have fucking Danny DeVito Penguin up in there, driving the car from the Colin Farrell Penguin.
Like from the Batman.
Yep, from the
Yeah,
Batman.
and whatchamacallit,
And it's the Dark Knight Joker during that scene
Yeah.
with Bane from Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises, which honestly is kind of, unfortunately for classic comic Mexican wrestler Bane, the meme has eclipsed him, and he's just no longer going to be featured as prominently.
And the thing is to add insult to injury to that memeable Bane.
Yeah, Harley
is the
Quinn.
fact that they got, the fact that they got the great Matt Berry to voice him.
Yep. Oh man, but it's so good.
But it does, and we're gonna get to play as Bruce Wayne pre-Batman,
doing the trainings, so we get to do some Batman Begins type shit. Which I still say this might be a hot take. This is definitely a hot take among the Nolan fans, at least I know. But personally, for me, Batman Begins is the best Nolan film.
I can agree with that.
In terms of being a Batman movie. If we're talking about just being a crime drama, Dark Knight is the best movie. Easy.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I will still say to this day that Dark Knight is a great movie, but not a great Batman.
That's
movie.
I've said that for my entire time on YouTube, and I've gotten killed for it. What's up? What do you mean Dark Knight is the greatest comic book movie of all time? Oh yeah, tell me what makes a comic book. Cause a guy dresses up in a bat suit and there's a guy in clown makeup. Yeah, okay, maybe. But what Batman stuff does Batman do in this? Nothing. It's a really good crime drama with people in costumes.
The only difference between you and me, I don't wear hockey pads.
Yeah, fucking look, it's a good. I'm not saying that. Listen, Nolan nerds, I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying if you want Batman movies, if you want a good Batman movie, Batman Begins was a great Batman movie because we actually focused on Batman. Dark Knight was all over the place.
The comic fan in me is still irked that they got Liam Neeson to play Ra's al Ghul, but that's just the comic book fan in me. Yeah, the movie itself was really good.
It's really weird that they got just a random British actor or technically he's Irish, a random Irishman to play this Middle Eastern man.
Yeah.
And the thing is they even knew that. Cause
Because what's really funny? They got a Middle Eastern, or at least a Middle Eastern passing actress to play Talia in Dark Knight Rises. So it was wait, 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4.
Or maybe they kind of have it to where she's
unless they were pulling a Mandarin and was that wasn't the real Ra's al Ghul.
Oh no, that's not what I think that they were trying to do. It's probably the implication. It's he was the Irishman.
And then Talia's mother was Middle Eastern.
So she's mixed.
Yeah, because she did have a British accent there, so I guess.
Yeah, so I was like, the fuck is this?
Yeah, Talia was a really weird case of really weird fucking can of worms there, man.
Yeah.
And it also came at a weird time where at that same time in the comics she was really being character assassinated because Morrison apparently I guess doesn't like Talia al Ghul because to go on a little tangent, because I've never really gotten a chance to vent my frustrations at the time as a Batman reader. I love Grant Morrison's run, but it was so weird because like all of a sudden, because if you don't know Talia's character, or at least if you know Talia's character from the very least from the Batman the Animated Series, Talia al Ghul is supposed to be like your Bond girl, right? Her source of conflict is that she loves Bruce, but also is dedicated to her father and like her obligation to her father, and so that's where the conflict comes in. But like Grant Morrison changed her character to have like zero conflict and like just like, no, I'm all in. I am evil. Like Talia was never pure evil. Her whole thing was that she wanted to be with Batman, but like had family obligation. And so like turning her pure evil, like ever since then they've kind of just defaulted her as evil, and which has made her into a shitty mom, which doesn't feel right. She should love Damian, and her not loving Damian sucks.
Like, I still think that one of the best portrayals of her recently outside of the
Bat Family Adventures webtoon that we read? Yeah. Where she actually checks on him and is like, how are you doing? Are you okay?
And she's like a neutral alignment. She's not evil.
Exactly. She just kind of keeps an eye from a distance. But like, yeah, it pissed me off because I really like her character. She was honestly like neck and neck with Catwoman for me as like my two choices between who I'd want Batman to end up with. But now she's just kind of an evil bitch. And I'm like, yeah, no. So I guess Selena wins by default.
And then you have that pulling away from you.
Yeah. Thanks, Tom. Well, I know it's not your fault, Tom. I know it's not your fault. You explained it with editorial, but still. Sad. I'm still upset Alfred has not returned back to life yet, DC. Okay, Batman rant over. Back to this Batman. The game looks fun. I'm looking forward to it.
It does look look like a lot of fun.
And if there and if there's co-op, we're definitely gonna fucking play that shit.
Yeah, like cross-platform play.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, no, that'd be dope as fuck. And besides, everybody knows I always need one person with me to be a compass.
But I just find it funny though that everybody's been clamoring for another Arkham game, and they even had that like fake out with the VR.
And then there's the whole debacle with Suicide Squad kills the Justice League.
But I was just saying, who knew that our next Arkham game
Lego came through.
Lego Batman.
Exactly.
Lego came through and said, here you go, to hold you over until we can figure out what the fuck's going on with Rocksteady.
Listen, Lego Batman has never let us down. Lego Batman has consistently been good since the old days. So like, I have faith.
Lego games are always solid. I will say this from like my whole chest. Lego games are always solid.
Honestly, I've never played a bad Lego game.
And some of them, can be kind of weird, kind of ridiculous, but that's the whole point.
Yeah, there's like a silly charm to it. The Marvel Lego games are honestly some of the best. I love the Marvel Lego games.
I love the Star Wars games, and those are funny as shit.
Oh, the Star Wars ones are hilarious. Same with Indiana Jones.
Oh yeah.
I hadn't gotten a chance to, but I still want to see the Lego Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy.
Oh yeah, we reacted to that trailer. I remember that.
Well, it is getting a season 2, so.
All right.
It does look fun in that like silly charm way that Lego does. But yeah, so that's the trailers. So let us begin our discussion and our trip to Wausau, Wisconsin. What did you guys think? I want to start with you guys because like you have a much fresher perspective, and then I'll talk about this from like the perspective of somebody who read the series as it was coming out and then reread it recently because I have the whole thing in trade. So yeah, go ahead, guys.
So I'm someone who just got curious. Just on their own to want to look into the information. Saw a 3-hour long recap video talking about the entire comic series. So I know I saw the adaptation completely blind before I started looking into it. And I thought to myself, man, this adaptation's fascinating. Like, as a story itself, I like the idea behind it. That the inherent ways of how Revival Day happens is similar in both the book and in the show. But I like how streamlined the show is from the book.
And something I want to point out before we get to Brian is you have to also understand the time Revival came out comic wise, because Revival was coming out towards the tail end of the like peak Walking Dead, so people were kind of sick and tired of zombie stories, myself included, because I was a Walking Dead reader at the time as well, but I was looking for something different, and I picked up Revival off of a recommendation from my good friend Kat Comic Uno. She told me about it and was like, no, you would love this, and so I checked it out. And I immediately fell in love with it. Hell, I have a T-shirt that I bought from the Image Comics website with M on it in the hoodie. I almost bought the hoodie from the Image store. They sell the hoodie. I almost bought the hoodie, and this is years ago, when the comic was out. I almost bought the hoodie because that is a cool ass hoodie. But yeah, so zombie fatigue was at a high, and this was such a breath of fresh air, because people call it a zombie book, but it's not really a zombie book. It has to do with the undead, and there's a lot of, but the interesting thing about it is how they handle the a lot of the aftermath, not only the actual paperwork stuff with the CDC, the quarantine situations, which us in the great big old year of 2025 are very familiar with quarantine situations now, but at the time wasn't really a thing. And of course, the big religious implications, which was the kind of the big driving force to a lot of the plot, especially early on. In this conservative Wisconsin small town.
Yep.
The art, Tim Seeley is one of my favorite writers because of this series, and fun fact, I brought it up in a screen time before. Tim Seeley is currently writing the new Godzilla series, which I think is fucking awesome. I do not believe it's the same artist who did Revival. It's a new artist, but Mike Norton was the artist for Revival, and his artwork is fantastic.
That art is incredible.
But yeah, Brian, what did you think about Revival?
Well, I had no idea that this was a comic. When I'm putting the trailer together, I'll Google roughly cast and plot and stuff. So I was like, this has Melanie and Stephen Ogg. I'm putting this on the trailer list. Watched it, loved the trailer.
And I remember when we reacted, I was like, I didn't know they were turning this into a TV show. I love this series.
Yeah.
I was like, I have this whole thing.
Still going into it, I didn't know what to expect, but I really liked it. The twists and turns got me because I didn't read the comics, so I didn't know.
Also, I want to say,
I didn't know what was going on with the one thing. I'll just say.
Also, I want to say, as someone who is a comic reader, and again, I read the entire comic, and I swear to God, they have never referred to her M by her full name before. So when they said Martha, I was like, who the fuck is Martha?
How do you get M from?
That's what I'm saying. No, because her name starts with an M, right? I get that part, but in the comic, it is written, E-M. Which, so I was like, oh yeah, E-M, M. So that means her name is Emilia, something like that. And then they say Martha. They say Martha, and I'm like, who the fuck is Martha? I felt like fucking Ben Affleck in Batman v Superman. Why did you say that name? Who the fuck is Martha? What do you mean M's name is Martha? That's so weird. Why would you spell it like E-M instead of M if it's Martha?
Why did you do that, Seeley? Tell me.
But that is the question. That is the one question I would like to ask Tim Seeley if I ever see him at a con. Because I'm like, Martha? Not that Martha's a bad name, but why would you write the nickname like that? Just write it as the letter M.
Yeah.
You could, my nickname, you could write it, I write it as J-A-Y, but I also accept J, but yeah, my name starts with a J. You wouldn't see me spelling it G-E or yeah, you know what I mean? Something weird that sounds like J, but is spelled different.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, after watching it, Melanie and Stephen Ogg didn't disappoint, but also the new actors surprised me.
Can I just say, the actress they got to play Martha was perfect.
Yep.
Now that I can say her name, but the actress who played M was perfect. It's fucking amazing.
I googled into it. She hasn't done much, but Jay, you'll get a kick out of this.
Okay.
The second thing that she ever did, was she played flashback Isabel in Shadowhunters.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, and yeah, all the cast was cool. And the people that you were supposed to hate, you hated.
Especially that Walter Adams looking motherfucker.
Oh, dude. Oh, Blaine? Fuck Blaine.
Yeah.
Fuck Blaine.
Yeah. I hated him more than the part.
Oh, Blaine was such a good character. Stephen Ogg killed that shit.
Yep. And even smaller characters like the mayor.
Yep. Yeah, Ken was cool.
Which if that actor looked familiar to you, he was the principal in Totally Killer.
Oh shit. Nice. Wait, the principal after she fixed time, or like the principal before? Oh no, it was after, because it was after,
Yeah.
because like because she befriended that guy, and then like her helping him stand up for himself turned him into the principal in the present day. Yeah. I
No, I think
remember
he
now.
was the. But anyway, so he was good.
Yeah.
And where the fuck did the guy who played Ibrahim come from? Because
He was great. Yeah, Ibrahim was awesome.
That he was.
He was awesome.
he was in that Peacock show, Miss Davis.
Oh, huh.
But the name of his character, Jay.
That's funny. But yeah, so it looks like you guys all really like the show, and like you said, since you guys both came into it blind, like the twists and turns really got you. For me, because I had read the series beforehand, I was just yelling at my TV the whole time. I'm like, I was yelling at my TV the whole. He's right there. You guys keep ignoring. Like it's so obvious when you know, and so that's what makes it so frustrating, because he shows up so much. Obviously, we're not gonna spoil it in the spoiler free, but like the killer show, because the main murder mystery is who killed M, right? Because you find out in the first episode that M is a reviver, and so you're like, you see him right off jump, and I'm just like, how are you not sus of this person? This person is totally sus. Like, and maybe if I didn't read it, I wouldn't be as sus of this guy. I don't know, Tony, were you sus of this guy? When I say guy, I mean person. I'm not revealing gender of who the killer is.
Yeah.
But yeah, were you?
I initially thought, due to the nature of like who I am as a person and the line of work that I do as a caregiver, I try to be as like forgiving as possible.
So yeah, to
like,
older people, yeah.
To be as understanding as possible. But I got a bad vibe from this individual. Like from the jump as I was watching, like I don't know why they were acting so precociously, and I thought that's probably just like
excited old person. Yeah, excited old person.
Yeah, and I was thinking to myself, well, they would be this precocious all that much unless they really wanted something.
So Brian, what about you? What about you? I want to gauge like the show only people. Like was this person like instantly sus to you? Cause like I feel like I would have gotten a weird vibe even if I hadn't read the comic.
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know if I fully I don't think I fully guessed like who they were.
Cause like,
but I did get the weird vibe from them.
Because here's my thing, and like to bring it back to like a nerd reference, it's like when I was playing it's like when I played Persona 4 for the first time. Like this dude just keeps conveniently popping up, giving us information, and I'm like, there's something up with you, fella. What's going on here?
Yeah, I kind of got that vibe too. Like, you cannot be this eccentric all the time. There's more to it.
Yeah, don't try to gaslight me, chat. He's just a chill guy. I'm never gonna get over that.
Yeah. I will say that because we're getting dangerously close to spoilers now.
Yeah.
That I did not see the I'll just say twist with the yellow light coming.
Oh, see that's a very nice mystery. I'm gonna be honest with you. I thought they were gonna save that for season 2. Because you don't find out about that until like halfway through the series. And like that whole revelation, like with the creatures in the woods and the lights and stuff, like you don't find that until way deep into the series. So the fact that they covered that, and that is one thing I will say, if you are a comic fan, they cover a fuck ton in this first season. Like, like there's only about a fourth of the series left, I would say. And that's also because, you know, much to what Tony said, they trimmed a lot of the fat. For the better, I honestly would say.
I can agree with that.
Because, like, there's a lot, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of interesting stuff. And I think, like, a lot of the wild, small town shenanigans that went on in Wausau were interesting, but it also derailed and distracted from the plot of the revivers, everything going on with the government.
But
you know,
they did, as a non-comic fan, but hearing like what you're talking about, it does seem like they did like give you some hint of that, like with the whole mother-in-law story.
Yeah, and like, you know, like they actually like highlight different townspeople than they do in the comic. Like, you know, Nella is a much bigger character in the show than she is in the books, and Brent is a different character, I would say, as well.
Yeah.
So like there are changes. It's not just a one-to-one, but I think the changes they made are for the better. And as a fan of the show, I'm really happy with it. I actually the only thing I'm upset about is that I wish I had watched this week to week, because I follow Melanie and I saw her, like, you know, live tweet with people in the same way she would during when Winona Earp was going around. I'm like, man, that would have been fun, but I couldn't do that because I know what happened. So I can't really be like, I wonder if it was this person. I know who it is. So like,
yeah.
So like, I was like, but I think it would definitely have been a fun show to watch weekly, and I'm gonna try to do that. If hopefully we get a season 2. First off, SyFy, you can't do this to me again. You already did this to me in Deadly Class.
I don't want to be burned by this. Come on.
This is a show that it looks like you only need to give it one more.
You do only need to give it one more. Just give it one more.
SyFy, listen to me, please. I beg.
I hope because it stars Melanie, and Melanie already has a good relationship with that network, you know, given her the history with Winona Earp, and that went on for 4 seasons, that maybe because like they have a star that they've already worked with really well, that they will give it a season 2. I'll campaign
looking for the next hit, because they just ended Resident Alien.
But that's another thing. I hope that because they're looking for a new hit, they don't try to overextend it. They only need one more season. Do not drag this out just to milk. I think you found like a great pace for this show. Like, because those episodes were action packed. Like, I could not take my eyes off the screen, especially like the last 3 episodes. Jesus.
Yeah.
But also, dude, that one episode, I'll say, at the warehouse.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. For sure. But yeah, so that's really all we can say without spoilers. I would say, you know, it definitely gets the Channel Terror seal of approval. Just hearing the guys talk about it, I, as a fan of the comic, really enjoyed it.
Like, folks, watch this show.
And if you if you haven't watched it, it is the perfect fall spooky season like watch, because it has.
But it's not like too like horrific. I mean, there are some horror moments.
Oh, 100%. Don't get that twisted.
But most of the horror that is in this show is just like the horror of humanity.
Oh yeah, but it's not like The Walking Dead kind of. It doesn't do the trope that Walking Dead kind of solidified within the zombie genre of humans are the real monsters. It does that, but it doesn't beat you over the head with it.
Yeah, I'd say the way that they treat the revivers is less Walking Dead, more X-Men.
Yeah, definitely more X-Men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, that's all we can really say without spoiling. So let's go ahead and get into spoilers. You have been warned, folks. That means we are going to talk about the mystery of who killed M, aka apparently Martha Cypress.
Oh, apparently Martha is a fun band name.
Apparently Martha is you know what? We'll save that.
But spoilers in 3, 2, 1, and Lester did it.
Yeah, fuck Lester.
Lester.
I will.
This old head was on some stupid.
He just kept showing up. And then being all goofy, and it's like, oh, it's just Lester. You know, he's just weird. Come on, bruh. You're being.
And
No, and the thing is,
the most obvious that makes you kick your head though is when they were outside the church.
Yep. No. My thing that made it obvious, because like, I mean, this got me in the book, but like but in the like. When I watched it in the show, I was like, "This is oh wow, that they're telegraphing it really hard." Was when fucking Weimer got killed in the woods. Those are his woods.
Yeah.
Like that's his property. No shit. Who else would be there?
Oh, absolutely. And
what is the best play to like get the suspicion off of you is to point a finger at someone else.
Yep. And also, they were trying so hard with the red herring of fucking Weimer. No, granted, when I was reading this, I was on board. I was like, oh, it's totally fucking Weimer. Weimer and Em were fucking. Weimer clearly had a lot of guilt because he cheated on his wife with cancer, which dick wove Weimer. But yeah, it was not Aaron. And like again, this is just hindsight from having read the book. I'm like, wow, they are trying really hard to pin this on Aaron. It's not Aaron, you guys.
Fair, he did have a part.
Oh yeah, he still played a part in it, so it's not entirely wrong.
And the motive of death is actually pretty crazy from comic to show.
Oh yeah.
Because it was killed by blunt force trauma to the head.
Yep.
By a crow.
Yeah, that's intense. That was way more intense. Way different. Way different from the comic.
Yeah.
Drowned by hand.
Yep.
That's intense.
Oh yeah.
All because of what?
Oh well, there's a reason. I can't go into it.
It's the dumbest reason ever.
Yeah. They actually mentioned this part in the finale, so we can talk about this. So yeah, Lester's an old man fitness guru type beat, and like he's finally feeling age get to him, and so he basically convinces Aaron, whose wife is dying of cancer, like, hey, I have a way not only to get my mojo back, but to heal your wife. So work with me, and we'll do this ritual thingy to turn.
But think about that, and I find very fascinating. It's because it's played on a
it's an Indian reincarnation
river,
method.
Yeah, so they thought that they could get this to work,
and they got it to work, but not in the way they wanted.
Yeah, that's why you don't fuck with things outside your control.
You also shouldn't fuck with things that are from the fucking Mahabharata, because Indian mythology is wild shit.
Yeah.
You don't fuck with the subcontinent of India, dude. What the hell are you doing? Dumb white people.
Like now, there is a reason Revival Day triggered the way it is. That wasn't revealed yet, so I'm not gonna say anything. But
oh no, they revealed it too. They revealed it at the finale.
Did they? I didn't notice. So hold on. I'm gonna type it to you. Just so I don't blurt it out and
yeah.
Hold on. So Brian, talk for a second while I confer with Tony.
Like talk about what you thought of the whole mystery.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was interesting because that actually makes like the token brown person trope like more integral to the plot, because he knows about the mythology because that's what his family is. So it's like, they're actually using the trope to their advantage here, and I thought that was interesting. But also making him a man of science, he has that like inner turmoil of science and religion inside of his head, which was interesting to see.
Yeah, I think you're referring to Ibrahim. Aaron Weimer was a white dude.
No, I was talking about Ibrahim.
No. He was saying why the token brown person trope was actually relevant, because the reincarnation method comes from India.
The last thing that you guys talked about was the mythology.
Yeah.
So I was building upon that.
Yeah.
Ibrahim is Middle Eastern, though. He's Middle Eastern.
Yeah, he is Middle Eastern. Slightly different area.
Yeah, so what Ibrahim was referring to was the Quran.
Yeah.
And so it's still a very Christian faith, but they interpreted the word of God differently.
Yeah. because the Quran is also one of the 3 Abrahamic. Okay, it was implied. Okay, I see, because I was confused.
Yeah.
Because the whole time I was like, I don't see any evidence of this thing. Where is this thing?
I'll explain it to you like this, Jay. You know how the ghosts
Mm-hmm.
are always in yellow light?
Oh yeah, so I will say those we do have a canonical name for those. It's mentioned in the letters page of the comics. Tim Seeley refers to them as creeps.
Creeps?
Yeah.
Okay. So creeps,
Mhm.
souls of the revivers.
Yeah.
They're all tinted in yellow.
Yeah.
M's was purple.
Oh, okay,
Uh-huh.
okay. So you're saying, oh, okay. I see now. I see. So
And you notice how powerful that spirit was?
yeah,
Like that
yeah,
creep-
yeah. Okay.
Especially when that started at the end.
Okay,
Yeah.
cause like,
Yeah, no.
cause see what I was expecting was how they revealed it in the comic, because in the comic, there's, let's just say, visible evidence, right? When M is revealed again, there's visible when M is revealed to still be around, something is different about M.
Yes,
that can be
yes.
seen, like
She is,
a physical change.
yeah,
and-
she is special. She, like,
And and M looks pretty
Mm-hmm.
much, and the thing is, M looks pretty much the same. So I didn't see any physical differences like there was in the reveal at the same point in the comics. So I was like, did they not cover this thing? But okay,
Well, also,
it's just
you
more
can
heavily
tell
implied.
that there was a different vibe to her, because why would she be so calm and still
And-
away from her family?
And also, she reappeared as opposed to permanently just disappearing after reuniting with her soul. Yeah, which
Yeah, so-
man, that was one hell of a reveal, and they did it really well in the show too. Because I mean, the comic does it really well. Cause like, and I think the show, it hits a little harder because I think you feel more for Jordan in the show than you do in the comics. At least for me, as a comic reader, like.
yeah. Jordan's story in the book, and I'm saying this like post-show viewing and then looking into like the source material.
Mm-hmm.
I prefer Jordan's story in the show because it's heartwarming.
Yeah.
The fact that she found her soul, because calling it her creep makes it uncomfortable for me.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. She found her soul. I mean, the creeps are their souls, so yeah. And she found her soul.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, and she went back into the light.
And it was on her own terms, and it was because, and it also was like, you know, they don't want me here. I'm miserable. Like I'm making life harder for everyone around me. It very much gives kind of like and it's also a nice parallel to M in terms of like her own depression and self-worth issues as well, which I think like the show, again, the show did this more so than the comic. And I think it works better that way. But yeah, because Jordan in the comic is just kind of a creepy child.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's Coop's friend, but she's just really creepy.
And she also leads all the revivers in the book just be like absurd.
Yeah, she kind of leads like kind of the opposite cult to Blaine.
No, actually, that was a different character that was omitted from the.
Oh, okay. So I was thinking of somebody else. Okay, because I know that was a whole plot. I know that was also one of the subplots.
He took that position when the character that was Cut's free found her and they combined into one again.
Right.
It's more horrifying in the comic than in the show.
It is much more horrifying in the comic.
And I like the idea of the creeps in the show working differently. Like, the revivers know that it's not theirs. Like, especially during that scene with Wanda. Oh my god.
Yeah, that. Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, because like in the comic, they don't really know which one is theirs. The show, they can immediately identify like, oh yeah, this is my soul. So like, yeah, it makes it a lot easier. Now, granted, like, you know, the trial and error was a big kind of thing in the comic book, but again, this made it more streamlined, so I appreciate it.
Also, what happens with Wanda's creep? That's interesting and gonna be season 2
Oh yeah.
material.
That's fucking crazy.
Captured by this Dora Milaje reject.
Yep. The general.
Didn't she look like she could be?
She did look like
And
she's
it
like.
wasn't just because of the shaved head. She
Yeah.
also gave off that.
Oh yeah,
energy.
no, she just gave off the fuck around and find out type energy, which I mean, you know, the general does in the comic as well. So yeah, good job there.
that character was a mad woman.
Yeah, no,
Jesus.
she was really intense. She was so intense for no good goddamn reason. Like, took her job way too serious. No nonsense whatsoever, but like made her a really good antagonist.
Oh yeah, that is how you do a military antagonist.
Yep. But yeah, I really like it. I love how M's character was handled, because the comic definitely focuses more on Dana, and M is kind of a side story, but the show definitely puts them together more and like actually centers. I feel like the show makes M more of a main character than Dana, actually, which I think which I think is more appropriate, because I always felt like M was more of the main character than Dana. Dana is our POV character, but I always felt like M is the main character. M is the icon you see when you look at Revival merch. Like M in the hoodie with the blood and the fucking axe and shit. That's M. Like M raiding the fucking the fucking brothers compound. That's fucking M.
That was the warehouse that I was talking about.
Yeah. Fuck those guys.
Yeah, the Czech brothers.
The Czech brothers. Yeah.
And the Tony, who isn't even an honorable criminal.
Right, and then you know, I just feel bad for their mom who loves cocks.
Yeah.
You know, all she wants to do is paint her cocks.
Yeah, she do love them cocks, them roosters.
We do know that she was in on the grift.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, she's not stupid.
But she used the grift to sell her painting.
Exactly.
To sell her cocks.
Yeah, exactly. You know, these cocks ain't gonna sell themselves.
Which side note, I loved M's roommate.
Oh, Kay? Yeah, Kay's the best. Kay's the best. She's more of a character in the show as well, which I feel like is great, because it gives M somebody to bounce off of more besides Rhodey. Which, I mean, don't get me wrong, Rhodey's a good character, but like, you know, we need somebody outside of her love interest, you know?
Yeah, and for her to have like someone who's like not attached to this world. Like that scene where they were doing the bullet.
Oh, when she was removing the bullet, like, oh, I can feel it. Like, okay, I got it. My favorite part was when they're in the when like they have to put the blood, like they have to put Aaron's blood on the bullet, and like and Emma's like, dude, if you throw up in here, your DNA is going to be everywhere. You better fucking hold that in.
Come on.
Then later the callback. They're placing the bullet, and
she puts out the cigarette.
On her shoe because she doesn't want
to contaminate the scene. It's like, oh, you do listen, and I'm like, aw.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, maybe it's the Winona Earp in me, but I was like, is this Way Hot 2.0? Way Hot 2.0?
But here's the thing that I actually really like, because it gave basically kind of superfluous nothing burger characters in the grand scheme of things in the comic. A lot more depth than meaning. The Black Deers.
Yeah. They
more compelling.
Yeah, and especially like actually like fleshing out the case, because the Black Deer case is something that's mentioned all throughout the comic, but like you don't really care until the end when it connects with, you know, Rose and, you know, all that shit. But
this time they got their whole own episode.
Yeah. And also like, you know, introducing Tao in the like from the jump, like already plants the seed. So I think like makes it like it definitely helps to establish that connection very early.
I like that it's this might be a show original thing for sure. The video didn't give me like all of the context for sure, but I don't think Tao was in a relationship.
No, yeah, Tao was not in a relationship. She was not in a relationship with Rose. This is show original. But I think it helps to establish a connection better, for sure.
I think that was such a nice touch. I really like it. And
like I think in the show it's one of those things like where it's implied, because again, this is a very conservative small town, where I think she was on like maybe it was like a DL type thing, but like they never explicitly say Tao is in a relationship.
Yeah,
I think she was just a busy reporter. Like, from what I understood, from what the summary kind of gave, this was a 3-hour-long summary of all 47 issues, by the way. She was just investigating. She was into the case. She saw the creeps, and she was trying to keep it from the public as best as she could so she can figure it out. Only for towards the end of the book, like in the midway point in like the 20s, she gets killed by Blaine. And I'm like,
right.
Yeah. And I'm like, hey, yo, what the fuck is this?
Gotcha.
Even in this one, though, they don't confirm that they were in a relationship. She just says, I loved her.
I mean, but they also show them like cuddling up together and stuff. So like,
yeah, they were in a relationship. Tao said, "I love your daughter."
Yeah, you can't. I don't think they would have cuddled and then also gotten to the love you stage if they weren't in an actual relationship.
Yeah, they were in that. It was that tone of like, Jesse, I loved your daughter.
Yeah.
But also the way Jesse went, he saw his spirit, his soul in the show. That was the most beautiful thing I could have
That
ever
was wonderful.
seen.
That was wonderful. That was really well handled.
Well, also the moment before where he found his daughter's body and had peace.
Yep.
But
that whole thing was beautiful.
Like, compared to his comic counterpart, it was just like a hitman.
Yeah, he was just kind of a not a scumbag, but like he was just a killer.
Yeah, he was a hired gun.
Yeah,
it's a hired gun.
It reminded me of Fargo a little bit.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah, but still a burn though.
Yeah, he's still a burn victim. But that's actually how his face got fucked up.
Yeah.
Which also, like, kudos to the people with storytelling to open up on the scene where he gets burned,
right?
And then later have it be that he's an integral character to the plot and not just like the opening scene horror.
Yep.
Yeah.
Also, props to the makeup team.
Absolutely.
For like how they did his face.
Yep, definitely probably borrowed from the Deadpool people.
Oh yeah. But man, it's such a good show.
Yeah.
And again, I like the family dynamic, especially. I mean, Melanie's just really good at selling us at sister relationships, man. Her and Winona and Waverly in Winona are some of the best stuff. And like fucking Dana and M. Now that they've mentioned her name, I can't stop calling her Martha, but it feels weird. Dana and M are super sweet.
Yeah, which also Melanie has like got down pat the like anguish yell.
Oh yeah. Cause man, like, but like when the chief got hurt and stuff, that was wild.
Yeah, and then at the end.
I also, one thing I do wish is I wish we had gotten more of I wish that we had gotten more of M and Coop. But that is the one thing I wish we'd gotten more of, because Coop's actor is very good. That kid's talented. And you could tell that they were close, because especially towards even after, like, because Dana says, like, now's not a good time for you to visit Dad. Now's not a good time for you to hang out with us, Dad. Right now he's still very broken up about what happened to M, and he blames you for it and all this stuff.
Yeah, and like even at the beginning, he was when he found out that M was a reviver, he was worried that Grandpa would put her in the prison.
Exactly.
And now that she's gone, hey, my fear didn't come true. Yeah,
this is your fault. This is what you wanted, right? Like, and again, it's such a realistic like line of logic for a kid, because he's like 10. He's not gonna understand the nuances of all this.
Yeah. And the way they handle the dad, like, you absolutely hate him. You
hate him at certain points, but like as the depth goes on and you like understand what he's been through, you get it. You really feel for Chief. You really feel for the Chief. I for some reason I can't. Wayne. His name is Wayne. I was like, what the fuck is his name? Yeah. You really feel for Wayne.
The last name.
Yeah, I'm so used to it being a last name that I'm like, what the fuck is this guy's name? But yeah. So you really feel for Wayne, and like the other character that I wish they had fleshed out more, because he's so much more important in the comic, because you focus a lot more on the small town shit. JP, we should have gotten more with Jean Paul. because Jean Paul is very important. He takes over as chief after Wayne resigned, which I'm sure we're gonna get more of him in season 2 which let's hope we get season 2. But yeah, I wish we got more of JP because he's a very important character. He is Wayne's right hand man. You would have thought Brent was, by the way, that like the show played it, but like Brent was more of like his idiot son.
Yeah. But in this one, he just gave very definite like ride or die friend.
Yeah, which is important. I think they did a really good job of selling the relationship between Ibrahim and Dana.
Oh yeah,
it's very sweet, very genuine. They have great chemistry. I'm glad Derek does not show up at all, because there is a weird love triangle kind of plot.
Oh god.
It's not really a love triangle because she doesn't love him in the same way she used to, but he tries to get back with her, and she's like, I loved you and I am thankful for Cooper, but fuck you. But yeah, I'm actually glad he never showed up. He's only mentioned once, but like I really didn't like Derek. Derek is like the shittier version of Rhodey, which is why Dana was so apprehensive of Rhodey in the beginning when Em and him started dating. So like it would have made more sense if Derek was there to get it, but I mean, I feel like they did a good job like kind of showcasing it without having him there.
Yeah, although that was so obviously a trap.
Oh yeah, he's still a good guy. You know why?
I get it.
You know why he had to do it. Like I'm not holding it against him, to be honest. Like it's some intense torture.
Comic counterpart.
A what?
Rhodey in the show is a lot better than his comic counterpart.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Brian.
Jay has already like mentioned the character, and based on how Jay was talking about it, I thought he was gonna be a little worse.
Yeah, the skateboard Jesus.
Yep. Yeah. He has a whole because they don't even go into it that deep with his whole thing of like live streaming him like mutilating himself and shit.
Well, it's because in this version he doesn't. He just does it during his concerts.
Yeah. It's much more tame, and I appreciate it. Like, like one of my criticisms of Revival as a comic was that I feel like a lot like it's really good, but there are times where it goes a little into try hard territory.
Oh yeah, I can agree with that. I agree with that.
In terms of like gore shock value type shit, and like the show definitely tones that back. It's still there, but like it's toned back enough where we can just focus on the emotions and the drama of the story, right? Which I think again serves the show for the better. And like again, it makes Rhodey so much more of a likable character, because also he doesn't have the ego of skateboard Jesus.
Having the show itself as a whole be more like tame and personable makes it, when they do go for the gory moments and
it hits harder. Yeah because you care about the people more. I also really like how they handled is it Nathia? I don't remember how to pronounce Aaron's wife's name, but I think her character was handled really well as well. I mean
I will definitely say that they knocked out of the park when it came to just adapting the first story alone. The Arlene situation. Arlene incident.
The Arlene story. Yeah, the Arlene part was handled very well. Like that was just page to screen.
Yeah, but the implication of the burning was different in the book.
Yeah.
She did herself in the crematorium.
Yeah.
Not in like the funeral.
Yeah, not in the funeral pyre thing with like Blaine like they did in the show.
Yeah. Which, streamlining wise, was a smart move.
Oh yeah. Because it helps to establish Blaine as a threat much earlier, and so it sticks more in your head.
And he's more of a threat in the show than he ever was
in
the book.
Oh yeah, he's just kind of, he's definitely more of a talking head in the show.
Oh yeah, and I like the lore.
Or not in the show, in the comic, but yeah. Also,
he was a would-be demon hunter.
Yeah, and also him being a podcaster, I think is hilarious.
Well, Ryu, like radio talk show host.
Oh yeah,
But I know.
it takes place in the early 2000s. It takes place in the early 2000s, so technically he wouldn't have been a podcaster. But yeah, basically a podcaster. The modern equivalent would be a podcast.
Yeah, so with the comic itself, like I said, Blaine was a would-be demon hunter who sees demons in every corner.
Yep.
Because he was given the bad touch by an uncle. Yeah. Which, oh god, that's awful. But then you also think, what the fuck are you on about here, Blaine?
Yep.
He's everywhere?
And also, like, the ritual he puts his cult through, like them having to touch the creep.
Yeah. That's new.
Yeah,
That's
that was show only, and that was interesting and fucking crazy.
Yeah, that is absurd. And you absolutely think that you'd be okay with this?
I'm sorry, sir. Does that look like an angel to you? That's not even biblically. That's not even a biblically accurate angel. Biblically accurate angels are much more terrifying than that. But like, that doesn't even look close to a biblically accurate angel. That's just a fucking that's like a light ghost. It looks like a lanky ghost thingy.
Yeah. Where are the wheels? Where are the wheels?
Exactly.
Angels do not accurate.
Yeah, exactly. They should be wheels with a bunch of eyes.
Yeah.
Or look like something out of Shin Megami Tensei.
Yeah.
Shin Megami Tensei has a lot of biblically accurate angels, or at least more biblically accurate than most adaptations.
Yes.
But and then also the whole fact of well, first of all, he couldn't accept that like save her at the end. Save M until they started shooting, and once they started shooting, he told his followers they have my angel. So he changed his angel from the glowing creeps to M.
Yep.
No, he was after the creep.
He was after the creep.
Oh.
He was after the creep the whole time.
He thought they had the creep?
Yeah, he thought they had the creep.
Okay.
Yeah, but
still, the fact that he's surrounded by all these cops and like the government, and he's like, no.
They were definitely going for a fucking what is that motherfucker's name? The divinity church that had the showdown with the cops.
Oh, the one in Waco.
Yeah, what the fuck is that guy's name? I'm blanking.
I know who you're talking about. I just can't think of that fucker's name either. I'm so mad. Brian, look that up real, please.
I gotta Google it. We're stalling. We're gonna stall. Keep talking, Brian. I'll Google.
Talk about something.
Because my phone just died.
It's okay. I will do the Google.
No.
Yeah, so you've got to Google it now. But yeah, Stephen Ogg, man, he perfectly sold all this evangelical, like, traumatized bullshit that this
David Thoreau. David Thoreau.
Yeah, that guy. But
yeah,
absolutely, Brian. This performance was amazing.
Which he's most known for those that know, Trevor.
Yeah.
From Grand Theft Auto 5.
Yep.
Oh god.
Yeah, that motherfucker.
Yeah, Trevor is Blaine.
Oh, it's not David Thoreau. It's David Koresh. There it is. I was like, it's David something.
David Koresh.
David Koresh.
At least it was a David.
That's the vibe I got from. That's the vibe I got from Blaine. Was very much of a like the David Koresh cult, the Church of Divinity.
Yeah.
Like, you know, yelling fire and brimstone, sending demons back to hell, blah 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 blah.
Yeah, just murdering a reviver woman that didn't even do anything wrong.
Yep.
Just by like being reborn again.
Yep.
That was her big crime.
Exactly.
Like, bro, you're on some weird shit if you think that's like the biggest crime.
Like it's one of the things like I really like what the show, both what the show and the comic does in terms of like discussing religion, because it's not just immediate like, oh, religion is bad, all religious people are crazy, because you know you have somebody like Ibrahim who believed in another, you know, Judeo, or I would say not Judeo, Abrahamic, Abrahamic religion, which has you know very similar base tenets of faith, because you know a lot of people don't like to hear this, but Christianity, Judaism, and you know Islam all have the same basic tenets. The only major difference difference is that, you know, two of them don't believe in Jesus as the Son of God. They believe in Jesus as a prophet of God. They don't believe in Jesus as the Savior. That is the only difference.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, there are obviously
Some people don't want to hear that.
there are obviously many other differences, but we're not here to get into the nuances of religion. That's a whole different podcast.
Nope.
Yeah,
And we'll
that's
save that for the.
We'll save that for
the
yeah.
professionals.
The Redeemer podcast can handle that one.
Yeah, we don't do that.
Yeah.
We are just like lay people.
Yeah, I mean, like,
But
you
it's
know,
Focus on the media of things.
Like-
and
Yeah.
the way they handled it, like they didn't vilify religion. They vilified.
religious extremism. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and folks that would seek opportunity in exploiting religious fervor.
Yeah.
Because those folks just see money bad.
100%.
Well, also, it was also weird because Blaine also seemed to believe what he was preaching.
Well, that's because he had a motive to do so. Because the show painted a picture of this guy has nothing. He is the son of a man who was basically kicked out of town for being a swindler and a con man.
Yep.
So he has bad blood. And also fighting with the local reservation for land disputing doesn't win you
Also-
any party favors either.
Yeah, for sure.
Also, it seemed like this con man was conning his own damn son.
Yep.
And
Yep.
traumatized his son.
Yep. Yeah, no, it's pretty wild. Again, fucking he delivered. What is the actor's name again?
Stephen Ogg.
Stephen Ogg. Yeah, Stephen Ogg really fucking delivered. He came through. Like he brought Blaine to like next level. That was like one hell of a performance. Like I'd expect something like that from like a Michael Emerson type actor.
Definitely an underrated actor.
Oh yeah, for sure. Anybody else we want to highlight before we get into final thoughts and ratings?
I think they actually changed up a lot of the motivation. I like to think Brent was a completely changed character from his comic counterpart.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he was I think Joe Brent is a combination of a army dude that was in the comic
Yep.
and his namesake from the comics as well.
Uh-huh.
The army dude was basically a hired man that just wakes up Jesse to do grunt work
Uh-huh.
in the comic.
Yep.
So Joe Brent took that role and has his comic counterpart that didn't have a nice wholesome subplot. He was just, oh, Joe Brent is an awful human being.
Yep. He's just kind of like a, you know, just your standard .jpeg corrupt cop.
Yep. Who acts like a hokey,
Goofball just to throw people off.
Midwesterner?
Yeah.
yeah, like this.
Oh yeah,
Midwesterner.
don't you know? Like
Yeah, those types.
Yeah. I do gotta know one thing. Because it probably was. But what's the affair in the comic?
you talking about M and Ibrahim or not?
No.
Not Ibrahim. Fucking Weimer.
The sheriff and the mayor's wife.
Oh yeah.
No.
No, that was not. That was show.
No.
That was show only.
The comic version of the mayor and his wife's relationship, it's a lot more sad.
Yeah, it's just bonding, or like it's more not bonding, but like she's just kind of his friend during the time of his wife being sick. That like they never develop a thing. It's just
What happened in the comic, because the video was fresh in my head,
okay.
is basically Ken helped cover up the fact that Wayne accidentally killed his wife while he was biking.
What?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So they kind of helped. They worked together to kind of stop that and put it in, like, taking that shit to the grave. But Dana, I think, was the name of Ken's wife, is a lot more suicidal.
It's not Dana, because Dana's the name of the main character. Diane is the Ken's wife.
Diane.
Yeah.
Diane. It was a name that
No, it
started
was
with a
close.
D.
Yeah, it was close. No, you got it. I just want to make sure because Dana is an actual character in the show.
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
Yeah,
like,
it's cool.
I was started with a D.
Yeah, Diane.
Yeah, and Diane's comic counterpart was, like I said, very suicidal. Like, she would keep popping pills, OD, then come back.
Yep.
She would cut herself open. It was a mess.
Oh yeah.
They
Until
hinted
she,
at that in the show, but they never confirmed anything.
Yeah. Again, the show shows
Yeah.
the show shows a lot more restraint than the comic does, which I'm
Because
for
like,
good reason.
when she first tells him that she is a reviver.
Yep.
She's like, "Oh no, did you?"
And she's like, well, now you know.
Yep. I'm like, good God.
Yeah.
I just think.
But man, you want to talk about
crazy.
big things with the chief when Dana finds out like about her mom's death, like the real circumstances. Dude, Melanie killed that. Like a
Yes.
bad pun for this situation, but like,
Oh yeah.
but
It's like,
And
man,
yo, that like
'Cause, like-
awkward, the awkward silence after the "it should have been you."
cause man, the whole monologue of like, you know, I blamed myself. Do you know how much M blamed herself for it? That's the whole reason she got it. Like, she developed that whole, you know, her whole addictive personality and started to numb herself because she blamed herself for the accident. This is like, oh man, she just tore into him, and it was just like, geez. I also,
And then he tries to explain it away, saying that you can't blame me for a deer.
yeah,
And then she
yeah,
just blurts out, "It should have been you."
right.
And then the awkward silence as they just lay in
I
that
know,
moment.
cause like, and like, man, like the actor who played Wayne, just like the dismissiveness of the, is this really your problem? I was just like, oh man, you just don't get it, and it just, oh, that was
Yeah.
just so good.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then his acting at the very end, like, "Oh fuck, what have I done?
Dude.
This is the consequences of my own actions."
He was definitely in a bad place. They definitely framed it like, oh, he might kill himself here.
Oh yeah, I got that vibe.
Yeah, same here. And that would have been just crazy.
Yeah, that would have definitely been a change from the show or from the comic.
Yeah, that.
I
That
tell you,
dude's
as someone
still
who
living.
doesn't,
Yeah, he's
as someone who doesn't know the comic but knows a lot of TV and all that, I was kind of almost expecting them to go the route that he did, but then Revival Day 2.0 happens, and so he's now a reviver.
I will go ahead and say this. There is no second revival day.
Yeah, no.
There is no.
I thought that for a minute, because that would have been
Yeah,
a good, like,
no,
cliffhanger
admit
for
it,
season
yeah,
two.
because like, no, and the logic makes sense. Like, how is M back, and like, what was that big explosion with the purple stuff? Yeah, I will go ahead and spoil that for you, Brian and chat. There is no second revival day. This last fourth of the season will basically go into, all right, why was it that M's death in particular, as opposed to Rose's, triggered all this crazy shit with revival day? What's so special about M when she died?
Well, also there are a few other cliffhangers that they have to resolve.
Yeah.
Like why the government wants a Crete.
Yep.
And then
yeah.
also,
and just the overall subplot of the continued experimentation on revivers.
And also, correct me if I'm wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but we never got an answer to who the brothers were working for.
No, but it's not really important.
Yeah.
They were
I would have thought it would be,
It's
from
not-
the fact that they kept it so shrouded in mystery, and never actually said
That
a
was-
name.
well, it's because
That
it's
was a
because
plot line
the
in the comic.
yeah, it was the plot line of the comic, but they don't really. I'll go ahead and say, because they're probably not going to do anything with it. If we do get a season 2, you find out that it's the government.
Well, not so much.
Kind
government,
of.
it's rich people.
Well, yeah,
It's rich people.
yeah. So, not the government, but basically, rich people think that if they ingest reviver flesh, they can get the immortality, and so they run a black market revival meat market.
with reviver parts.
Yeah,
Huh.
yeah. They're
I
not.
kind of got that vibe, but just
Yeah,
the fact
it's nobody important. Like it's.
we've seen enough TV.
Oh no! I understand. Yeah, I understand the logic. That's why I was totally cool with spoiling it, because I'm like, yeah, no, that's not important at all. It's just random rich fucks. It's not like.
Because how many times have we had like villain refer to working for a mysterious boss?
And then that one be the
next
big boss of the
season-
next season. Oh yeah, totally get the logic. Like, makes total sense. I'm not faulting you for it, Brian. But that's why I was like, let me make sure you're not wasting your brain power on this. It's not relevant.
Yeah,
We'll still
it's
have a
not
few
big.
unanswered questions that we need to go into.
Yeah, the big one is dealing with M. And that's that's where the resolution of the series comes from, because once the stuff with M is dealt with, basically once all that is done, that's how all the revivers can finally be at peace and stuff like that, because she is the epicenter of the ritual. So once she squares all her stuff away, it basically undoes the ritual.
Yep.
Interesting.
I will say, spoiler alert, just in case you guys were like, man, this show is very pessimistic and sad. It does have a very happy ending. The ending is very wholesome.
It does. Yeah, like the comic itself, it's very uplifting.
It has a very positive message, and like it focuses on the value of life. It has a very, stick with it, you guys. It has a very happy ending. It does.
Yeah, trust the process.
Even the little hint that you just gave of the doesn't sound it.
No, it does. It has a happy ending. Like
Yeah.
life is back to normal. People have had their closure with their dead loved ones, so they feel more at peace with each other. The town becomes less closed-minded, at least in the show, because the Brent thing is a whole subplot there. So people move on. Cooper has a healthy childhood. Good stuff. It really does end positively. So I wanted to have the second season so we can see that happy ending. Damn it, these characters deserve it.
Like a much better happy ending than what the after that cliffhanger that the show presented.
Yeah, the show. I think the show clickbait's hard, because I'm like, because they're making it seem so serious. Because don't get me wrong, like the stuff that M has to deal with in the last fourth is pretty serious, but they make it seem like this is like some intense thing. I'm like, it's not. They make it seem like it gets really dark, and it doesn't. There's stuff happens, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, it's pretty positive. But yeah, I think now is a good time to segue into final thoughts and ratings. So we'll start with Brian, then we'll go to Tony, and then we'll go to me last, since I am.
Start with me. Oh,
Start with you.
I don't know, because I'm going over it, and there's not a lot.
Yeah, there isn't a lot. I'll agree with you there. I won't say what my score is, but yeah, there's not a lot that I have problems with.
Yeah. So, because I'm trying to think. It's weird, because I think we ran into this, or at least you, Jay, previously mentioned a property that was like this.
Oh.
Where it's like, you can't really think of a fault in the show, but for some reason it just doesn't feel...
Yeah, like a 10? No, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
So it looks like we might all have the same score, just feeling it out. I feel like we all have the same score.
I think I gotta go with 9.5.
Okay, so we all have the same score. 9.5. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it for me. 9.5 as well. The show does.
I would say for me, I would say mine's a 9. Just right from the jump. I have no real issues with it. I personally, there's something that could have been just I don't know how to explain it. I can't quite put my finger on what I'm feeling.
No, I totally understand, because I'm feeling the same.
You know that it's not bad.
Yeah. But it's not. But it doesn't give that 10 out of 10 feeling, because you know a 10 out of 10 when you experience it.
It's had a few of them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because what was our last couple 10s, right? And Superman. I gave Fantastic Four a 10, basically a 10. Not the actual score, but basically a 10.
I just pulled it up.
Okay.
I hate to say it, but our last 3 were unanimous 10 out of 10s.
So King of the Hill was also, yeah.
Oh wait, no, shit! I forgot to write down King of the Hills.
Damn it! I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure I gave it a 9.5. I don't think I gave it a 10.
Yeah, we gave.
I think it was all 9.5, because that was also another unanimous one. Yeah, I remember it for sure. That was a unanimous one.
We all gave it 9.5.
Yep.
But before King of the Hill, it was 3 10 out of 10s all around.
Yeah, because it was Superman.
And that was for Superman, Fantastic Four, and Sandman.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So unfortunately, Tony broke our unanimous streak. But yeah, I agree with Brian.
Still good though.
For those that were curious, 1, 2, 3. One, two, three, 4. It was 4 episodes five episodes.
Yeah, because I mean, Trash scored Superman differently, but we're talking about among our trio. Yeah.
Because the thing that and before that we had a couple that were unanimous.
Yeah, we had I remember we had a unanimous on Jurassic as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what before that was Pokemon Horizon.
Yep.
Where you both gave it 10 out of 10s, but I gave it a 9.5.
But yeah, so like as a comic reader, I think the show did it a lot better. As a patient, the show did the comic justice and honestly improved a lot. But like, I don't know, there's just something about it where I can't comfortably say 10 out of 10. But it's great. It's definitely gonna be like one of my favorite shows of the year.
Oh yeah.
But like,
looking at our list though, this has been a very good, intense year.
This year has been lit. Like there haven't been any Monkey Kings, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Or like Heart of Stone, where it's like something was just okay. Everything could either been good or great. And
yeah. Like for this entire season, I'm looking at it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Our lowest score outside of Trash is 6.5, and that was Tony's score for White Lotus.
Fair. Tony did hate White Lotus. That's fair. Because
other than that,
didn't you and I give it like a 7? Yeah. So we're too far behind.
I was more mad at that shit than you guys were.
Yeah.
Other than that,
but you want to talk about greatness? Let's talk about some greatness, because we're going to be covering some greatness next week, Brian. Tell those folks at home.
You can. We're covering some greatness that you've probably already heard of, and given how popular it is, probably already seen it.
I've seen it at least 14 times.
But I've watched it at least once fully, but watched countless reactions.
That too, yes. I watched it twice.
I've seen it 14 times.
You guys know it. It's on the charts. We never got a chance to.
We've talked about it in Screen Time at least 4 separate occasions.
But we never gave it a full official episode, so we didn't really have something set in stone for next week, and people are still talking about it, so we were like, fuck it, why not?
You want to know why they keep talking about it? It's because they don't miss.
Because, we're talking about K-pop Demon Hunters.
Fuck yeah, baby!
Dang golden.
I'm so excited.
And this is our moment to talk about K-pop Demon Hunters.
Yes, it is.
So grab your ramen and your soda.
Every drop you drink up, you're the one I think of. Yep. Cannot wait. I'm so excited. I'm really excited, you guys. I had to do some convincing. We don't usually cover stuff that's old. I'm like, dude, people are still talking about it. I want to talk about it. I want to just gush about this music.
And then, of course, we're not going to be alone in this endeavor.
Yeah, we will actually have a special guest, someone that we brought on before for animated stuff. Our good friend David, who has been a little salty that we keep forgetting to bring him in to stuff, but I just keep forgetting to ask, to be honest with you, so that's on me. But yeah, David, I convinced David, because David's been wanting to watch this anyway, and so just so it won't just be us who have seen it a million times, or at least I've seen it a million times. This will be David. David will be fresh off of a watch, so we'll get a new perspective. Someone who's seen it front to back, has the soundtrack on their phone, and has made it their personality for at least a month.
Oh yeah, because I was just watching, because I just mentioned this to Jay. I watched this week video from, I believe her name is Your Internet Mom Ash, and she started the video from, what is this shit that everybody's talking about, to at the end, this is gonna be my personality for the next couple months.
No, I agree 100%, because it definitely was mine. It definitely was mine. I was moving my shoulders singing Soda Pop for forever. Oh, But yeah, it's gonna be a fun time, you guys. But until then, we'll catch you next week. Until then, peace.